lack of concrete results led some ufologists to question their beliefs, and they divided into two camps.
In the late 1970s, something interesting happened in ufology. Criticism began to come from within. Skeptics had been regarded as rationalists who knew nothing about the UFO cases. Now the situation began to change, and longtime believers, who had felt strongly about the subject for years, began to say, "We don't believe in them anymore." In 1977, French ufologist Michel Monnery wrote a book called What If UFOs Didn't Exist? According to the author, UFOs are nothing more than a misinterpretation of known phenomena. They're not real, they're only a myth. There are no aliens visiting us, and there are no strange phenomena. They were just mistakes made by confused people who saw Venus, weather balloons, aircraft, the moons, and other explainable phenomena.
UFO hunters were gradually becoming more aware that merely gathering witness accounts was not enough to fully understand the phenomenon.
What was happening in ufology in the 1970s when the first skeptics began to appear within their ranks? It was a time when, having discussed eyewitness accounts at length, UFO researchers began to think, we need to be more scientific. There's a price to pay. We have to change our methods. It's not enough just to gather eyewitness accounts. We need to produce evidence, like scientists do. For a long time, we thought that it was a scientist's job to observe nature. But in reality, a scientist's job is done in a laboratory. He very rarely sees nature. He spends his time looking at instruments, diagrams, and graphs. So his contact with nature is very remote. If he goes into the woods or on top of a mountain, he doesn't see anything. He's in the middle of nature and can't do anything. UFO researchers began to ask themselves, how can we present data relating to UFO stories so it'll be perceived as scientific? They realized that there was a price to pay, that they would need to do more than gather stories to succeed, or simply state their opinion like a judge or a police officer. They would need to delve into the facts and come up with items that would allow experts to decide if there was a case or not.